What is up YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Hardcore Survival series. This is episode 5, I want to say. Yeah, episode 5. Today I have one main goal that I want to tackle in this world. Before we get into that, let's have a quick check on the iron farm. 6.5 stacks of iron, that's pretty good. If we make our way down to the farms we built last episode. Ooh, the minecart seems to have stopped. And we have a decent amount of sugarcane also. For the kelp. Okay, it's not too bad. It's going to be one of the farms that we just need to get into a cycle to start off with. It takes a bit of time to start, but once it's going, it's going. This side seems to be a lot more productive than this side for some reason. As I said, there is one thing I want to tackle in this episode, which is food. We've got 3 pieces of chicken left. Let's make that 2. And due to having no food, it's meant that we've not been able to breed that much. So it's going to come down to a 3-step plan. We're going to gather some resources to build the actual farm. So we're going to go get some wood and some bricks and dirt. Then we also need to get some carrots, potatoes and wheat. And in place of building the farm, I'm going to utilize this down here. I'm going to build a staircase going down, and we can have our farm down here. But I'm going to be making this 100% automatic using villagers. Now you may ask, do we actually have enough villagers for this? We're going to need 5. I can confidently say we have enough villagers. So to start things off, let's go collect some resources. While we're waiting for some stuff just to smelt over there, let's start on the staircase going down. We are going to completely wing this as we go. I'm just going to use dirt as a temporary block here, even though we'll be needing this later. If you guys could let me know down in the comments if you've enjoyed the editing style a little bit better compared to the very first few episodes to what the most recent ones have been. Just so I know what you guys are liking, then we can try and tailor towards that, see what works for you. So I'm still new to a lot of this, so I am learning as I go along. I think, yeah, that's further enough down. Let's mine some of this area out. This is what we've got so far. We've got the staircase that comes down with a little water feature. And then we can have a room going this way and also this way. But I thought I'd go down one more level. This is where we'll build the farm somewhere down here. I may just build it push back that way, just so it's further away from the iron farm. And I think that'll be enough distance. So yeah, we'll have this going down there even further. So in here is where we're going to build the actual food farm. What the hell was that? Let's get mining the area out. It's going to need to be quite a big area as well. That is the area that we'll be using for the farm. We're going to extend the walls out a little bit more each way, but essentially we're going to have crops in each one. So 2 will be wheat, so we can get seeds from one and actual wheat from another. And we're going to have 1 for potatoes and then 1 for carrots. You may ask, why don't we just make it all wheat or carrots? If we get the potatoes and the carrots in there, we can use them for trading with villagers, and going towards endgame we can have a carrot farm here that we can start now. We'll probably make a bigger and better one down the line, but we can use that for golden carrots for our food once we have a gold farm. All this is just to start off with, and especially for villager trading, and so we can breed the animals downstairs, and so that we can eat, because I've been living off rations this whole series, and I think it's time we finally change that. We are 84 days in. That's crazy to think about, actually. But yeah, we need a stable food source now. What I'm going to do now is just get the border completed, so then we can start on the actual mechanisms itself. Very simple to do, and I'm doing this off memory, all from a few years ago, so I'm hoping it still works. I don't see why it shouldn't. But we just need to get 5 villagers in there, a few hoppers and a minecart, and some chests below, and the farm is pretty much set. And obviously when it comes to working with villagers, the worst part is always transporting the villagers. So we're just going to fill the border in all with stone slabs. Just make an infinite water source here. Till all the dirt. And I think what I want to do is, I'm going to have a stairs going down on either side here, which will lead underneath to where obviously all the storage is going to be from when the villagers are trading and chucking items to each other. So what I'm going to go through and do next is strip back the walls a little bit more, and then we'll be back. The next thing that I want to do is I want to get the glass in place. I'm going to make it out of planes just so we get more worth out of it. So now I need to go around and place these 2 blocks high correctly on each cube. Hello there. Please don't take any of these blocks. Now that we've got the glass in place, I now need to try and remember out how to do the trading. Pretty impressed with the iron farm. Quite good going. We're going to need to make a few hoppers. So for that we're going to need a few chests. We're going to need that one there. That one going into there. That one going into there. That one in there. And that one into there. Now that we've got that, we can add the rest of the border in here. Ooh, we have a hopper and a minecart already. Bang, 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 and bang. Because villagers can't pass over rails, so we just need to get some more minecarts with hoppers in around that spot. Then we need to make 3 minecarts, put the hopper into each of them. And what I want to do just to make sure is if we put this here. Yep, that works. That can just be the starting chest at least. And we can now add a border onto this as well. A smart thing to do is probably get the crops growing to start with. Oh, and there's one more thing I did forget here. We need composters. God damn it. And we're going to need some trap doors also. I think the next thing for me to do now is I'm going to get the villagers in place into each of their habitats. Whilst we're waiting for stuff to grow as well, and then once they're fully in and everything's set, we can then decorate this, be more efficient and letting the crops grow at the same time. Three in a row. Last villager. I believe that's all the villagers now in place. In theory, I should be able to just break each of these boats now, and you should take to that. Might take a little bit of time. Oh, there we go, he's taken to it. You haven't just yet. But the idea is essentially, once they get a full inventory of crops, they then start trading it with this villager here. Instead of reaching that villager, they go into the hopper minecarts, into these hoppers, down into our chest system, and we just kind of take all of the rewards. We are giving them a nice place to live, but this farm does take a little bit of time to kick in to be really effective. And the best thing about these kind of farms is that you can store these as many times as you want. So now while waiting for this farm to kick in, let's get decorating the rest of this room.
White dust.
So that is the farm itself, fully complete. I literally designed all this on the go. I think it's turned out okay. I think these will look so much better with grass blocks underneath them, but for now it's okay. Decided to add like a plank design with the logs, just to break things up and add a little bit of depth with some upside down stairs. And here is where our AFK chamber is going to be if you want to AFK here. I have AFK'd for a little bit and we've got a decent amount. Like I say, if we just keep that running in the background whenever we're playing and we're near the base, that's going to soon fill up. And I did read somewhere that you can put honey blocks or something like that near these, and you can make them grow even faster. So it's something we can look at into the future. But we've just got a little bit of tidying up to do, like out here and just below in the collection area. And that's those bricks placed. Now it's time to do something with all of this.
White dust.
That we are now 100% complete. I'm not too sure if I'm keen on this bit here, but maybe it just needs a bit more leaves to give it a bit more coverage here. I kind of went for like a slanted roof. Obviously the stone brick and the logs like we normally do. It's going to be a pretty common consistent thing throughout the base. And I decided to spice things up here, add a little waterfall. So from this one it's like comes down here, comes out here, and ends in here. And we decided to put some cobblestone there as well. I think it helps break it up a little bit. It's not too big of a contrast. Decided to add some fences in as well, just for a little bit more colour. And also a little flower garden here as well. Quite happy with how this leaf coverage turned out here. Doesn't look too flat. It's not completely covering everything. Just looks like an overgrown tree from somewhere. So I'm quite a big fan of that. But it's been about 20 days in Minecraft since we started that project. If we go and look at the iron, we've got about 16 stacks of iron, but that's a pretty decent amount of sugarcane. This side seems to be a lot slower for some reason than this side. This chest is already starting to fill up and the hopper's not even full on this one yet. Not too sure why, because they are exactly the same. If you guys have any ideas, let me know down in the comments of why that might be. And we've managed to take a level up to level 41. So ideally we need to start enchanting very soon. But before we can do that, we need to get the cows up so we can get some leather off them. Also want to know down in the comments if you guys kind of like the leaf design with the flowers that we've incorporated into the base. For example, like in here, it's a little bit overkill. But I feel like the contrast between the colours works quite well. But I want to know if you guys think we should add this throughout our base. Just a bit more like leaves and flowers, just more of a natural feel, seeing as we're going for like stone and wood anyway. This may have been a quick episode, I'm not too sure yet. If you guys enjoy this video, a thumbs up would always be very much appreciated. If you could hit the subscribe button, it means a hell of a lot to me. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. And I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one.